Have you ever thought about how much a small amount of money can grow? A lot of people think that saving a little bit each day won't make a big difference. They look at their small change and think it's not enough to matter. But honestly, that kind of thinking is what keeps folks broke. The truth is, every single dollar has a job to do, and when you put it to work by saving it, you start a powerful process. Imagine setting aside a fixed amount every single day. It might be the cost of a fancy coffee, a lunch you didn't buy, or an impulse purchase you skipped. It doesn't feel like a huge sacrifice on any given day. That is the secret. Small, manageable steps are the key to winning with money over the long haul. Let's break down the math because, numbers don't lie. There are 365 days in a year. If you save just a little bit each day, you multiply that small amount by 365. Suddenly, that tiny daily habit doesn't look so tiny anymore. It transforms into a significant pile of cash by the end of the year. For example, saving around $496 every day might seem like pocket change. You might not even notice it's gone. But when you multiply that by 365 days, you get a whopping $181,040. That's real money, folks. That's enough for a serious emergency fund, a down payment, or a big step toward getting out of debt, and it all starts with a simple choice made each and every day. This simple idea changes everything. It shifts your focus from thinking you need a huge income or a windfall to start saving. You don't. You just need a plan and the discipline to follow it. The journey to financial peace isn't a sprint. It's a marathon made up of thousands of small, intentional steps. When you understand that your daily choices are what truly build wealth, you take back control of your financial future. You stop waiting for someday to arrive, and you start building the future you want, one day at a time. This isn't rocket science, people. It's just common sense. Your daily habits will either build you up or tear you down. Choose to build. So, the next time you're tempted to spend a few dollars on something you don't really need, pause and think. What if you paid yourself instead? What if that money went into a savings account, working for your future goals? That simple decision, repeated over and over, is the foundation of financial success. It's about being intentional with every dollar. It's about telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. This isn't a magic trick. It's a proven plan that works for anyone willing to do the work. The power isn't in the amount. It's in the consistency of the action. That is how ordinary people build extraordinary wealth. Now, let's look at what happens when you stick with this plan over time. Saving $181,040 in 1 year is a fantastic start. It's a huge accomplishment that you should be proud of. But the real magic happens when you don't stop there. When you make saving a permanent habit, the numbers start to get really exciting. You're not just saving, you are building momentum. Each year, your total savings pile grows larger and larger. It's like rolling a snowball down a hill. It starts small, but with each rotation, it picks up more snow and gets bigger and faster. Your savings work the exact same way. Let's look at the numbers. Here is a simple table showing how your savings can grow if you save $181,040 every single year for 10 years. This is just from saving, not even counting any interest you might earn. Year 1, $181,040. Year 2, $362,080. Year 3, $543,120. Year 4, $724,160. Year 5, $905,200. Year 6, $1,086,240. Year 7, $1,267,280. Year 8, $1,448,320. Year 9, $1,629,360. Year 10, $1,810,400. After 5 years, you would have over $900,000 saved up. That is a life-changing amount of money for most people. Think about what you could do with that. And if you keep going for the full 10 years, you'll have saved over $1.8 million. That's right, from a small daily habit, you can become a millionaire. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme, it is a get-rich-for-sure plan. It's simple, it's clear, and it works. All it takes is your commitment to stay the course, even when it feels slow. The numbers on this table represent your hard work paying off in a big way. Look at how the total increases each year. It's not complicated. You are simply stacking one year's savings on top of the previous year's. In year one, you have your foundation. In year two, you add the same amount again, doubling your total. By year three, you've tripled your initial annual savings. Each new year is another building block placed on top of a solid foundation. This steady, predictable growth is something you can count on. It provides security and peace of mind. You're no longer living paycheck to paycheck, worried about what might go wrong. Instead, you are building a fortress of financial security around your family, brick by brick, year by year. The table shows you the potential, but there's a key ingredient that makes it all happen. Consistency. You can't just save for a few weeks and then quit. You can't be gazelle intense for 1 month and then go back to your old spending habits the next. That's like trying to lose weight by eating a salad once and then eating junk food the rest of the week. It just doesn't work. Consistency is the secret sauce. It's the boring, unglamorous, and incredibly powerful force that turns small daily actions into massive long-term results. It's about showing up and doing the work every single day, whether you feel like it or not. Think of it like building a brick wall. Each brick is a day's savings. One brick doesn't look like much. It won't protect you from anything. But when you lay one brick, then another, and another, day after day, a strong wall begins to take shape. If you stop laying bricks for a month, you'll have a big gap in your wall. It won't be as strong or as effective. The same is true for your savings. Every day you choose to save, you are adding another brick to your financial wall. Every day you choose to spend carelessly, you are leaving a hole. Consistency ensures that your wall gets built steadily and strongly, without any gaps. This is why having a written budget is so important. A budget is your plan for your money. It tells every dollar where to go, so you aren't left wondering where it went. When you have a line item in your budget for savings, it becomes a non-negotiable bill you pay to yourself first. It's not an afterthought. It's not what's left over at the end of the month, because usually, there is nothing left over. You prioritize your future. This automates your consistency. It removes the daily debate of should I save today? The decision has already been made. Your job is just to execute the plan. Don't let a small stumble derail your entire journey. We're all human. There will be days when you mess up. The car might break down, or an unexpected bill might arrive. The key is to not let a mistake turn into a catastrophe. You get back on the horse. You deal with the emergency, and then you get right back to your plan the very next day. Consistency isn't about being perfect. It's about being persistent. It's about refusing to quit. That determination is what separates the people who win with money from those who stay stuck in a cycle of debt and worry. One of the biggest mistakes people make is waiting for the perfect time to start saving. They say, I'll start when I get a raise, or I'll start after the holidays, or I'll start when the kids are older. Folks, let me tell you a secret. The perfect time will never come. There will always be an excuse. The single most important factor in building wealth is not how much you invest, but how long your money has to grow. That means the best time to start saving was yesterday. The next best time is right now. Today. Not tomorrow, not next week. Today. The sooner you start, the more time you have on your side. Look back at that table. Imagine if you had started this plan 5 years ago. You'd be sitting on nearly $1 million right now. Now, you can't go back in time, but you can decide what your future will look like. The person you will be in 10 years is depending on the choices you make today. Starting early means you can reach your goals with less effort. The longer you wait, the harder you have to work, and the more you have to save each month to catch up. Don't put that burden on your future self. Give yourself the gift of time by starting now. It's time to stop making excuses and start making progress. Take a hard look at your spending. I guarantee you can find some money to start with. It might be small at first, and that's okay. The goal is to start the habit. Find a way to save that first day's amount, then do it again tomorrow, and the day after that. Build momentum. Let the small wins build your confidence. You will be amazed at how quickly your savings start to add up and how your mindset begins to change. You'll go from feeling hopeless about money to feeling empowered and in control. Your financial future is 100% your responsibility. No one is going to do this for you. Not the government, not your boss, not your family. It's on you. The good news is that you can do it. This plan is simple enough for anyone to follow. It's not easy, but it is simple. It takes discipline, sacrifice, and a whole lot of "I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired." If you have that, you have what it takes. So, make the decision today to change your family tree forever. Start your journey to financial peace. Your future self will thank you for it.